Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Let's face it, Wicked is going to make a ton of money. It will probably rule the box office for the rest of the year. But is it any good? It certainly has had its fair share of controversy. Its star Cynthia Erivo has been critical of fans who she thinks dismiss her on the basis of her race. As well, during an interview, both lead stars categorized The Land of Oz as being queer, a trend in Hollywood lately to call everything and everyone gay. It didn't work for The Acolyte and it didn't work for Agatha all along. Will it work for Wicked? Simple answer, yes. Wicked is filled with LGBTQ messaging. But then again, this is a film based on a Broadway musical. Queer is basically part of the package deal when going to see Wicked. There are queer characters, there are queer themes, there is queer messaging throughout, but it is not overwhelming to the point like some would have you believe. And once you come to terms with these, then what you get is a really good musical film. And it's a fun film, but we'll get back to all that in a bit. First things first, I never read the book. I've never seen the Broadway musical, so I'm coming at the film with fresh eyes. The film is shot beautifully. The set pieces, most of them built practically, are magnificently done. The direction and cinematography are top-notch. The costuming and design are probably going to win every award. It is big, epic in scope. It is an event film. The music, while not my cup of tea, let's face it, I couldn't name an Ariana Grande song if you held a gun to my head, but it is operatic at times, and both Cynthia Erivo and Ariana hit notes that would probably shatter glass in real life. The two songs that I would specifically point out would be Defying Gravity, the final song in which Cynthia's character Elphaba brings the whole film to an energetic and triumphant end. And my personal favorite was Popular, which showcases not only Ariana's talent as a singer, but her comedic and acting abilities that I think will no longer go underrated after this film premieres. With that, I must say, Ariana steals the film from everybody else. Cynthia Erivo is great as Elphaba, but Ariana pulls off one of the most entertaining performances of the year, one that may just get her nominated for a bunch of awards. She is hilarious. She carries the narrative, and a hero is only as good as the antagonist, which Ariana is in this film, and she is so good at being that antagonist. Her performance elevates that of everyone around her. Even when she's not speaking on screen, your attention is continually brought back to how she reacts to others. She's over the top, she's funny, she's physical, she nails every scene she's in. As well, Cynthia Erivo is great as our protagonist, Elphaba. She's able to extract emotion from the audience, whether it's sadness, isolation, empathy, anger, defiance. However, it is the chemistry between the two stars that also drives this film. There are times when you notice that they're making each other laugh on screen, as if they're breaking character on camera, and this may have been left in on purpose because it just felt so authentic between the two, you would think they'd been close friends since childhood. As for the rumored romantic relationship between the two characters, I didn't see any of that at all, but then again, I wasn't looking for it, so if that is something you perceived, let me know in the comment section below. The other performance that I must mention is Jeff Goldblum's As Small as It Was. He is fantastic as the wizard. For most of the film, we have a conflict between Elphaba and society in general over being accepted. This conflict is personified by Glinda's behavior for the most part, but Elphaba as a character and as a protagonist is elevated massively when Goldblum enters the picture. His portrayal of the wizard as some cult of personality dictator just ratchets up the tension and forces Elphaba to really make a stand and draw a line in the sand. It is perfect casting. And yeah, I get it. I'm not the target audience for this movie, but still, I enjoyed it very much. It is long, almost 3 hours, but it never feels it. The opening scene is masterfully done to hook people like me, legacy Wizard of Oz fans, those who know only the books and the two films, The Wizard of Oz and Return to Oz. I loved seeing the aftermath of the original film portrayed in such a dramatic and visceral way. My only critique of the film harkens back to the social messaging that was spouted in the marketing interviews by the cast, where they labeled the Land of Oz as queer, the characters queer, and the story queer. I've seen The Wizard of Oz countless times. I've read the books, but never did I ever take away from the series that this was an LGBTQ propaganda piece. I do understand that the story can be about acceptance and being left out, and I think if the film and the marketing around the film stuck to a more general theme of acceptance, it would have a greater impact on its audience. When a film is pigeonholed into one piece of identity politics, you remove the agency of the audience to connect with it on certain levels. The need or quest for acceptance is not merely a queer journey. There are plenty of people out there that need and want that similar message spoken to them. So my suggestion to anyone seeing the film, try to disregard this labeling and identity politics in favor of experiencing what is, overall, a very fun time at the cinema. And that's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. For a longer and more in-depth review, click on the link in the description for my live stream out of the theater reaction posted just last night. I thank you for watching. As always, I'm still your reluctant gringo from somewhere south of the border. Salud and a huevo.